Hey guys, just letting you guys
I'll
know
make
we are
sure
going to
to.
be starting in about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and cut the audio that way you can't hear us, but want to let you guys know that we are here. We're just waiting to start until it's actually 2. Alright guys, we got about 5 minutes prior. We'll go ahead and start talking in here now that you guys are starting to pour in a little bit more. So far we have it's me, Antique Robin's gonna be here mainly talking in the chat because he doesn't have a mic right now. We got Phage who's fixing his mic, and Rookie and Soul. Once we actually once we actually switch to the main screen, it'll actually have a chat on the right, which will actually show who's talking and when. So if you guys have any questions for us directly, you'll be able to start asking that.
You could join on the stream too. And you can actually see what people are saying.
Yeah, you're right. My headphone reconnected. Cool.
There he is.
He's back.
Hello. Hello, everyone. My name's Phage. But you knew that already.
My Phage.
Well, pretty soon they're gonna get to see your little chat bubble start glowing whenever you're talking. I just haven't changed the thing yet.
Oh god, I need to actually mute the stream. Otherwise I'll go crazy.
Yeah, I did all of that prior. Like, I muted all of my tabs to where nothing goes crazy. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my phone now too, because with my luck, that'll go off.
Oh, is mine? Yeah, mine's quiet too.
The first time, like, my phone rang during the first podcast, I was so happy it was muted. I was really worried it was gonna go off. I'd be like, oh crap. Okay, well I guess while we have about 5 minutes, Phage, Rookie, Soul, and Antique, and Yuri, since you're in the chat, what HR are you guys at now? And I think I don't remember who T24 Doki is.
That's
It's a tie?
yeah, it's tight.
Okay. That's what I thought, but I was making sure. Like, I didn't want to call someone wrong. But yeah, what HR are you guys at?
Not nearly high enough.
So,
I'm at HR 61 with 130 hours so far.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm currently at HR 14. Just because I haven't had that much time between everything. Just beat Nergigante, collecting a bunch of Elder Dragon tracks at the moment, and just branching out into way too many weapon trees, as my friends like to tell me. It's just I just want to fight everything.
Yeah, that's fine. That's the best kind of playstyle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Poor Soul can't even play yet, so he's a special case. You know,
Special
PC
case.
players we got.
Jesus, that sounds horrible.
I'm sitting over at
Don't call me a special case.
It'll be okay, Soul. Everything will be okay. You just have to wait like half a year.
Yeah, I just got to HR 102 right now. I'm working on getting crowns.
Oh my.
Look at them go.
I've no life a little bit too hard. Not as hard as some. Like, I join random rooms a lot, and I just I'll see people all join in and they're like 270, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Has the first 999 already been spotted? Is it what I wonder?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone's gotten that high yet. The if you do all of the optional quests though, the end quest, like the something on the White Wind, that one gives you a lot of HR experience. Like, doing that mission will get me about almost 3/4 of a bar at level 100 or at HR 100.
Ooh.
So
Fancy.
it's a good way to get up there if that's what you guys are just farming for.
Alright.
What?
Get all these Xbox spreaders.
The Kieran quest isn't that bad, Yuri. Just try it by yourself. It's so much easier by yourself. I tell people that all the
Kieran
time.
is the absolute worst thing to try and fight in multiplayer. It is a horrible experience.
I ended up doing it. We tried it. It was me and my friend Ma. We tried it. No lie, we did about 9 or 10 attempts, and like got him limping every single time. But just because he hit so hard, we were usually at like 1 death at a time, and then he would random lightning strike and we'd die instantly. And so it was miserable. And then we went and tried it solo, and I killed it in 12 minutes and he killed it in like 15 or 16 minutes, and it was so much easier. And like I try to tell people that all the time, because they, like, a lot of the times whenever you join with randoms, occasionally, like Cyan, you'll get random people that are really good and they know what they're doing. But if you SOS it more than not, they're gonna die on you.
That wasn't exactly my issue. I did the first tempered the Tempered Cure and Assigned Quest. I did it with some other mods. I can't remember who it was, but as soon as I got into the mission, within 5 minutes, I had already carded twice, and I was scared as hell to go back in because I didn't want to go in and triple cart and ruin the quest for the rest of them. But then I go into it solo. I have them down in 7 minutes, no deaths. It's
See,
Yep.
yeah,
it's horrible.
It's significantly the biggest reason for it is because in multiplayer, the knockdown, the knockout, the trips, all of that is so much higher that actually getting it is ridiculously hard versus going into solo play. Into solo play, if you have an impact weapon at all, you're gonna knock them out 3 or 4 times in the fight.
Not to mention, it's so much harder to predict a monster in multiplayer than it is in single player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of practice, and even then, it's hard.
No, yeah, I mean, in
Alright.
multiplayer, there's just like nothing you can do about it sometimes. It's just like an element of randomness because of the aggro.
All right,
And plus with the nature of Kieran's attacks too. Oh, my apologies.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm posting the thing right now, showing the chat with who all is here. All right, and now you guys will actually your little like chat bubbles will be glowing in the chat whenever you guys are talking. So as you can
yay.
see, I'm talking, I'm showing up. Ruki just made a noise, so his little green dot lit up. Now you guys can see who's talking when we're talking and all that stuff. But it is now 2 o'clock, so let's go ahead and get into the actual the bulk of it. So introducing, we'll go ahead and go down the list. I'll go ahead and introduce Antique, and I'll introduce Antique, Yuri, and Chip, who are all in the chat but not participating in voice just because they can't talk yet. We also have Kieran. He wanted to go ahead and say hey to you guys, but he's out on date night, so he's not able to join. So he says hey. We have a couple other mods that are also not able to make it due to work and stuff. But we have Antique Robin here. We got Urizel. We got Chip, and then I'm here joining him. And then now we'll go down through the rest of you guys. Go ahead. Oh, I gotta make room for Ty now.
The rest of us.
Hey everyone, Phage. Yeah, I don't know what else you guys want me to say, but yeah, I'm generally in charge of organizing the community event contest, which we will get to in a bit when we start talking about deadlines and everything for the community stuff. So stay tuned for that, I guess.
Okay. So that was Phage. Next we got Rookie.
Hey guys, I'm Rookie. As some of you may know, I'm one of the matchmakers. I am also one of the mods, if you didn't know that. Yeah. I lurk Gunlance a lot.
I lurk a lot too.
What do you mean lurk? You're in there 24/7.
Okay, fine. I'm in Gunlance quite frequently.
Yeah.
If you ever want to talk to me, you can find me there.
Okay, next we
Yeah,
got Soul.
we can move on to Soul.
Soul, I'm the lonely PC mod, waiting for Monster on the World, still. You'll find me quite often in assignments, just verifying everything and doing matchmaking.
Okay. And then last one on the list is Ty.
Hello. So I am Ty, Teganix, if you want to pronounce it completely. I'm a mod, a matchmaker too, Gator Probable Guy, and general lurker of the world Reddit, the world community, let's say, better than Reddit, because I lurk Reddit too, but mostly here.
I've been on that Reddit like hardcore, just making sure that we have that handled too. Speaking of which, we're gonna get to the Reddit a little bit more once we get towards events, because that's really where events are gonna be held from now on. The community events post has finally been able to show up to you guys in the general chat. I know for some reason it was locked. I just noticed that it was actually to where you guys couldn't read and couldn't even read previous messages. That's now fixed. So in rules and announcements, there's actually a community events tab now. If you guys didn't see it prior, that's where it's going to be. It has some of the events that we had going on this previous week that we're going to most likely extend just because a lot of you guys haven't seen it. We only have, I think, like 2 or 3 entries in the Fashion Hunter contest. So we want to get more entries into that. We may just go ahead and award them, go ahead and judge them and award them roles now, since they actually did see it prior. But we're probably still going to do more fashion events a little bit later as well. But the main reason why this podcast was a little bit later in the month versus earlier was just because, one, I wanted to wait until we kind of had a lot of the events hashed out, because we have a lot of events and stuff to talk to you guys about. and I wanted to try and get a little bit more people actually able to get here. That's why like I'm happy right now we have like 5 or 6 people actually talking, and then we have a bunch of people in the chat, so it's nice there. But so we'll go from there. But so the criteria for a lot of the community events and how to win it is the criteria will always be posted in that community event channel. It's going to go over, like right now we have a paired arena time attack. This is going to be where you pair up with your mentor or novice, and you guys have to go in and you have to beat the arena quest number 3, which is just a Rathian. And you have to you basically post your like your final times with a screenshot and your Discord names. That way we can go ahead and see what times are and all that kind of stuff. And that's one of the contests as well. We're gonna go ahead and extend that most likely because we don't have any entries in it yet. But then we also have a functional mix set and just general fashion hunter stuff as well. So all of those are going to be in community events. The biggest thing though is in order to actually be entered in to actually win them, you actually have to go and submit your stuff on our on the subreddit we have, which is reddit.com/r adopt a hunter.
/adopt, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
And so that's, and like do one of you guys want to go ahead and link that in the chat?
Yeah, I can go ahead and do that.
Okay, cool. But basically that's going to be how we're actually going to grade them, is we're going to look through them through there, just because it's a lot easier than making a Discord channel for it, because the Discord chat gets lost so quickly. We have so many people that are talking constantly, it disappears. Because of that, I wanted to go ahead and actually just go over that a little bit more. But so those are the previous events we had. Was a best looking functional mix set, where you couldn't have more than one piece from the same monster, and then the fashion show, which is just I believe it was just any outfit. You had to show your headgear, and you had to actually craft the outfit. Like, it couldn't be something that you made up in the armor set and took a picture of. Like, you actually had to have it on your guild card. And then the time attack. But those are the previous events we got going on. We do have some upcoming streams as well. These are going to be the actual Adopt a Hunter showcase streams hosted by Wolf, and Wolf's going to actually set all of those up. But on the actual, he actually posted in announcements on how to actually get connected with it. But you can actually apply through the link that I'm about to post as well. And I'm actually going to make a text chat with this, so you guys can actually see it a little bit easier. But this is going to be the actual link to sign up for the Adopt a Hunter Showcase stream.
It'll be live in front of many people. Learning.
It will be live in front of many people.
Capcom is like endorsing it, right?
Yep. For one of them, Capcom will be actually talking about it and tweeting it out to where people can go and actually check it out. So it's definitely something that's going to be pretty predominant.
Big. I wonder when the first like sale will hit. Just like the new wave of people who've been waiting
Honestly,
for a
it's
sale.
probably gonna happen It's probably gonna happen as soon as Capcom actually does do the tweet out for it. That's probably when we're gonna actually see another wave of people. It's gonna be because they are gonna be coming in from that event. But there's gonna be a bunch of criteria for it. Basically, you're gonna have to be on PS4 because
Wolf's on PS4.
Is on PS4.
Yeah.
And this may change for one of the next ones, because we're going to have, if I remember, he said we're going to have up to 3 showcase streams. One of them may not be hosted by him. Maybe it might be by a different mod or whatnot. We haven't completely hashed out everything yet, but at the moment, you have to be a PS4 user to actually be able to participate in it. You have to still be in low rank or fresh into high rank. That way you're willing to learn, and you have to be part of the, you will have to be willing to be part of the Twitch stream. It's going to be a 2 to 4 hour crash course session with a veteran, and that's pretty much how it's going to go. But they're going to be purging and resubmitting it every single week, so you can keep on submitting to it. And that's all. I think Wolf is always going to post that in the announcements channel, so definitely go and check that out.
He'll tell you good relevant time today, and then we'll explain it further.
All right. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and go on the next subjects while I actually add that to the actual screen, showing the actual link for that, okay?
Oh god, what was the next subject?
The next subject was just going over pairings, how they can check if they have a pair, and
right.
actual feedback commands.
So, the pairings. We're currently reached max capacity on the Xbox veterans. So if you're an Xbox veteran and you don't have a novice, please sign up because we need more.
Additionally, if you are an Xbox veteran and you're willing to take on more than one student,
Yeah,
also please let a matchmaker know, because we are allowing for veterans to take on more than one student. This is not the case for PS4 because the veteran to novice ratio is still below 1, meaning that for every veteran we have for every novice we have multiple veterans.
Yep.
But for Xbox, that is not the case. We have more novices than we do veterans. So please let us know if you are willing to take more than one student if you're an Xbox veteran. Additionally, if you've not signed up, please do.
If you have signed up and you don't have a pairing yet, don't forget to actually check if you have a pairing like once, twice a day in either the assignment channel or the bot spam channel with !verify. The lovely guild assistant or receptionist will check your paperwork, see if your form is correct, and see if you actually have a pairing. And if you do, you'll get the Discord name, I believe. Anything else? Not quite sure.
No, you just get the Discord name. Anything else, you should be able to DM them and talk to them. Additionally, if they're not as active on Discord, suppose your veteran does not respond to you, maybe try contacting a matchmaker, see if they have a separate preferred method of contact, or you could check for yourself by going into the assignments channel and checking the pinned messages in the top right corner. It'll show up. You should be able to see the pairings sheet. And that should list their time zone, their language, and their preferred method of contact alongside their Discord name. If you are paired up and you happen to either really enjoy the person who you got paired up with, or maybe you don't, maybe something wrong happened and you would like to let us know, be sure to DM a matchmaker with the latter case. But in either case, you could go ahead and let us know through our feedback forms as well. We have 2 different feedback forms, one for veterans, one for novices. So we're always looking for improvements to the program. We're always looking to hear what you guys think of how things are running. So be sure to use the !feedback command, and that should bring up a couple links as to which forms you could fill out. And go ahead and fill out the corresponding form. And yeah, let us know what you think of the program or your pairing, just anything in general. That's what those feedback forms are for.
Yep. Responding to a question in the chat by Ichibear, not a noob but not a veteran, where do I fit in? Well, you always have the hunter role, which is in between if you don't feel comfortable doing either. But I'd say just if you feel like learning a weapon and you want someone to help you with that, just sign up as a novice. If you feel like you've mastered the weapon to a point that you can teach the weapon, or if you feel like you have enough experience in world to teach the general info, just sign up as a veteran. Just do whatever you feel comfortable with.
The other thing too is we do have a just general hunter slot, and that's for people that they don't want to teach, but they don't really need to learn, and they just want to play with people. And if you do get that slot, you're welcome to. You're still able to do all of the LFG channels that we have, look through all of our channels, talk to all of us. So you're still able to participate in the community. You're just not doing the teaching or the learning part. So that is definitely an option for people out there.
Another thing is that a lot of people also don't realize that they still could be a veteran even if this is their first game in the series, or if they, because once you get enough hours into it, you know a lot more than you think you do. If you go into the Discord and you type in !curriculum, it'll pull up a link where you can get the curriculum that we have for teaching a novice. And if you just read through that, and if you think that you can teach a novice all of the points on the curriculum, then you're good to go and you could sign up for a veteran if you were interested.
Yeah, just let a matchmaker know that you are quote unquote graduating from the program, just so that we don't like accidentally rematch you or something with a different veteran or something like that. Please do let us know if you decide to quote unquote graduate. It just helps with bookkeeping. But we are looking forward to novices graduating and helping out with the program. That's always a good thing to hear.
Super exciting.
Yeah, my novice graduated a couple days ago. and we're just having a blast. I did have to sign up for another novice, so that's always fun. But
It's
yeah,
always so weird to
full
see
variation.
the perfect match in the sheets. Like, oh, I need to find a good match for this novice, and it's one of you. Weird.
See, it's actually really entertaining because my original novice he had to stop playing for about for a good bit of time. So like he kind of removed himself for a bit from the actual program. So I ended up getting another novice, and both of them are kind of inactive, but they both like I know a lot of the weapons. The only weapons I don't actually play are dual blades, longsword, and greatsword, and I know the mechanics behind all of them. I just don't enjoy playing them. So, but all of the other weapons I can actually relatively teach pretty well. So they love it. They're like, oh cool. Well, I want to learn this. All right, and I pick it up and play it with them and teach them as I'm playing it.
Hey, that's how I do it too.
Just a few weapon styles just really do not fit with me, and I haven't even tried Insect Glaive in like any of the games. I know how the basic combos work for every weapon except Insect Glaive. So I could just sign up as a novice just to learn Insect Glaive because I just don't understand how that order works. Like, what am I supposed to do? Where's my position? It's just
well,
everywhere.
I mean, if you do need help, there's always the weaponsmith channels. There's always the academy channels. Those
I
are
will
always
say
useful.
those are great. They like whenever I was picking up Insect Glaive, they were kind of where I went to ask about like what skills went well with it. Same with Lance, and they kind of helped me actually make builds for the weapons I was using. So definitely a good place to go. Even if you just want to talk to people, you're more than able to do that, and that's great.
Charge Blade's been super handy in helping me learn the weapon recently. It's been quite nice.
Charge
Oh,
Blade
look who
is-
joined!
Oh, look at that.
We got KJ in here now. Ooh,
Oh,
I have to
man.
leave space out for another person. Hold on.
Let's see if he actually says anything though.
Probably not
Is
gonna
he-
talk
is-
to us.
Oh.
He's just lurking. Wow.
All right, there we go.
Don't tease us like this, KJ.
As everyone's just watching me like fart out trying to fix that. All right, so KJ's mic isn't
I'm
quite
watching
working
it,
yet.
it's fine.
He'll pop in here in a second. But as long as I'm able to continually update it to where you guys can see who's talking when, I feel like it's all right.
220 hours in, you feel more lost than you were during the opening cutscene. Yeah, that's about right.
That's
All right.
honestly at like 220 hours in, you're probably like close to the mid end game part of it. You probably uncap by now, or you're still beginning doing a lot of gathering because I know friends that are like that.
Oh, there he is.
What's up, KJ?
It's the great him.
But yeah,
Voice of an angel.
If you are feeling lost, like you're welcome to ask any of us for help, and we can definitely try to assist you. Oh, farmer. All right, man. I understand then. I understand.
It's just every of the most of the games that I've played, it's usually just I get to Narga armor or high rank armor, and I just don't know what to do after that, and then I'm just become lost. Like, what do I do now?
The biggest thing is
I have to set goals for myself after Narga Kuga. It's really horrible.
yeah, like, and that's where it looks like that's where Avid's at is HR 11. That's really when you get into high rank. Just I guess progress. What I would say is progress with the main quest if you're not doing anything else that you're really enjoying. Because I know a lot of people that just go around like me and try to catch every single pet in the game. It's a great thing to do, but so like whenever if you're playing and you end up hitting a wall, just go and what you need to do is find a monster you've already fought in that in a range that you can beat, farm him a little bit, get some gear, and then progress until you find an armor that you really want, or until you need to make more armor again. That's a good way to go about it.
Yep.
When you hit a wall, hit it hard. And hit it till it dies.
Nergigante, dude, I was still using the basic, I didn't change armor from that beginning set until after Nergigante.
I think I got
What?
Yeah. I died like one shot if I got hit. But man, it was worth it.
I got to that point too, where I was using Puke armor while fighting Nergigante. Yeah,
Oh,
I had to farm a new set.
KJ, you're really, really quiet. I can kind of hear you, but like super quiet. I try and like I turned up your mic to like 200% too. So
You might want to be careful because I might be fixing that.
okay, I'll
I have
adjust
to
you
wait
back to
for
100 then.
T-rank.
Please don't blow out his eardrums. We need his eardrums.
All right, you're at 100.
All right, how's that?
That's
Whoa,
not bad.
Whoa, my poor eardrums.
It sounded fine to me.
All right, let me lower that to 100%.
Yep, that's what I did.
We're good. We're good.
But yeah, I mean, like it was hard because like I was still using the basic like that first set. Like I never went and farmed anyone because I didn't like the low rank gear and stuff like that. So I didn't want to farm it. My buddies were all upset. They were like, just farm a Dogro and it's good. And at the time I was using heavy bowgun and I was like, but it's so worthless for me. Why do I need to speed sharpen? And they were like, but it's great. And I'm like, no, it's not.
If you really want to
It's
sharp
the best
barrel.
armor. Just get speed sharpening. It will be fine.
Well, it was so upsetting because like as like a bow gunner and stuff like that, like all of like the really good like armor sets were locked behind high rank. It was super upsetting.
Just pick out something that looks nice and low rank. Just keep grinding until you get the high rank.
Pretty much.
Sorry about that.
To be
Pop-up. That's gonna
fair,
happen,
that
guys.
was
Click the
a-
wrong button.
Just sound better.
Okay. So did we go over the feedback command on Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yep.
I went ahead and mentioned it while we were
Okay.
talking about pairings.
Phage went into
The
great
next thing I'm
detail.
gonna go ahead and do is in the chat, I'm gonna go ahead and link the this is gonna be a Google document. What it is basically if you're unpaired and you're unsure if your application was done correctly, you should still be able to go here and check and make sure it's correct. So definitely do that if that is an issue. It'll show up in the chat on the stream as well. But now I guess we can go towards future events. So one of the main events that Wolf is really happy and excited about himself that he's actually set up, I believe, is Slinger Ball. I don't know if you guys helped him put that together or not, but basically we don't have the final rules completely set up for it yet. But it's gonna be essentially you have two hunters load up Slinger Stones and they have to try and tag each other and there's gonna be one referee watching it. But the actual rules are still to be determined about that. But that's going to be one of the future events we got going on. That's fine, KJ. If you want to go ahead and say hey to everybody really quick and then pop out, you're good to do that.
Yeah. Sorry, I haven't been here. We've been moving, so
I know.
yeah, it's been pretty hectic, but I can't stay long. My wife actually just walked through the door. We are going to go find out the gender of our baby in like 30 minutes.
Congrats.
Ooh,
So I
congratulations.
just wanted to hop in and say
Ooh.
hi, and let you guys know I'm still alive. But
Yay!
yeah,
All right, guys.
enjoy the game, enjoy the stream.
All right.
We
Yeah,
missed
KJ.
you.
I don't know.
Have a good one.
Okay. But so the next thing really is we're also probably going to be doing some more actual Fashion Hunter events, some more Time Attack events and stuff like that too. But the biggest thing is we want to get some suggestions from you guys. So if you guys have any suggestions about what you guys actually want to do for events, let us know. You can either talk to us in I guess you could either message me directly or send me a tag in general, and I'd reply, or Phage. He's another one of like the big people with events, so he's like the main person with events. I just kind of piggyback. I'm like, hey,
true.
I'm here. but yeah, so
I'm
if
just
you,
here to win some Slinger Ball.
yeah, so if you guys do want to, if you guys have any suggestions, you can let any of us know, or you could just tag either me or him. That's an easy way to go about it. Just try not to harass. Like, don't do it. You don't have to do like a huge moderator tag about it. That's unnecessary.
Yeah, not every moderator is involved in organizing community events, so tagging everyone, then maybe not a great idea.
Bad idea.
At everyone. Just at everyone.
I don't think they can. I think it's okay there.
Yeah, no, I mean you could try to add everyone if you really want to, but not really gonna work.
It'll be in the spirit of things.
But yeah, we are gonna have the event starting. We're probably gonna do another one within like a week or so. We'll probably have the next one completely hashed out, I think, right, Phage?
Yeah. I'm gonna be working on exactly how we're gonna set up like the brackets and everything. So we are gonna be trying to have a couple different concurrent events. The idea is to have kind of more like
Arrange
in-game
stuff.
events as well as out-of-game events. So we're going to be introducing stuff that you can do outside of the game that can help contribute to maybe winning yourself one of those contest winner special roles. And that can include stuff like writing contests or fan art contests,
Woo!
right?
Yeah.
So art contests, music, video production, anything like that. We will be starting up that very soon. And that will obviously have a lot more time
Thanks.
attached to it. Yeah, we will have a lot more time attached to that. It won't be like a week or two. It will be on a much larger time scale that we will be looking through submissions and everything, because we know, it takes a bit more time than maybe, hitting someone with a slinger. making a cool music piece probably takes a bit more time. But we are looking into exactly how we want to structure this in terms of time schedule and everything. We want to have like sort of lower effort contests, not to diss any of the fashion hunters, but it definitely
Whoa.
takes a bit more time
It
to
does.
make like an artistic piece than it does to hit someone with the slinger. But we are going to be having a couple different contests introduced. So slinger ball is one of them.
Arm wrestling is definitely going to be one too. So
Yeah,
don't worry.
arm
I saw
wrestling
that's
is
over.
on the table. Yeah, arm wrestling is on the table. We are very excited about possibly working in a bracket system and everything for arm wrestling that people will sign up for. So that all that information is coming soon, TM. We will get that to you when we can. Hopefully we have everything out and ready by the time that we are done judging this current contest. No guarantees, but we will try.
Another cool thing too is, in the meantime, while we are setting up those events, we are going to have those showcase streams, like I had mentioned earlier, where it's going to be Wolf. We're going to have 3, so we're going to have one actually this Friday. It's going to be at Wolf's channel, which is Big Bad Wolf, I believe, with spelled like his name.
Yep.
So if you go over there, you can actually check out his stream that he's going to be doing this Friday. There's also going to be another one on Monday, which is going to be a actual graduated novice becoming veteran. So he's going to be doing one. I don't know for sure if that's going to be on Wolf's stream. He hasn't solidified anything yet. So just in case, that may be over there as well. And then there's going to be a third one as well, which that is still to be determined on when that's going to happen and stuff like that. But definitely go check that out as well. Those are going to be some of the middle events until we get everything else completely hashed out. But really, we're going for like two to three events ongoing at each time, I believe, right?
Yeah, so we are planning on having at least 2. It may be more, but we probably will have at least 2 events going on. Yeah, so that community community contest submission mega thread every week will get taken down, and it will be put back up generally at 12 a.m. UTC 0, just because we found that to be a generally good time frame between everyone else. Since we are a kind of a global community, we just wanted to make it like a standard thing for everybody. And that just gives us, at least me, because I'm on East Coast USA, it is generally a time where I'm free. So
another thing too, all of our events, like the minimum it's probably gonna actually happen is it's gonna be a week minimum time limit. It might be more time frame than that, but it's at least a week. That way it gives people time to actually look at it, see, oh hey, we got some events going on, maybe I want to contribute to it, maybe I don't, but it gives them time to actually figure it out. That's actually probably one of the reasons why we're probably going to extend the current events we had going on, because you guys probably only
because we
access
had
to it
some
today.
we had some technical issues. So.
Yep.
But that is now fixed, so hopefully that won't occur again. As long as honestly, someone fixed it a couple days ago, and Discord I think farted out whenever it updated. Happens, can't do anything about that, but that's most likely what happened there. But so that's pretty easy. But I think that's about it. Now I guess we can really just take some questions from people and talk about general progress, because we went over pretty much everything we needed to go over.
Yeah. Also really quick, just before we hop into that segment, I just wanted to let you know, if you do have any feedback on the subreddit in general, I and Thor the Boar we are the two moderators that are mainly in charge of editing like the style sheet and everything. So if you wanted to add something to the subreddit, if you wanted to see some kind of feature come up, please DM us. Let us know if you have any CSS expertise and you wanted to let us know, hey, maybe you could do this, and that'll spruce up the sprite sheet a little bit. It'll make it look better. Just go ahead and let us know. If you do have any feedback on the subreddit in general, or on the contest, go ahead, leave a comment on there. Yeah, we're just trying to make it a bit more of an active place, just because the majority of our traffic has been on Discord so far, but we are trying to direct some people over there just so that they can have like another platform to talk to people,
the main
just in
reason
case.
too is because with how much our community grows so sporadically, we're trying to make sure that we don't ever hit that wall where we end up growing too much to be able to accommodate for it. So that's why we're really trying to start the Reddit right now. That way, if we do end up hitting a kind of wall where we have too many people on the Discord at a time, they can go to Reddit to actually get some help as well. If I remember right, that was the real reason for it.
Yeah. So initially it was set up as kind of like an overflow system, similar to how we have like slower and slowest channels for the general chats. The subreddit is just like another place where it's just like another platform for you to talk to your fellow Adopt a Hunter members. Yeah, in case you do like to use Reddit over Discord. Just be aware though that if you are someone who found us through the subreddit, that does not mean that you are already a part of the Adopt a Hunter program just because you've subscribed. We cannot see if that you're subscribed to the subreddit. You do have to fill out the form and you do have to give us your information through the website, and that will let you enter the Adopt a Hunter program.
Speaking of which, really quick, I'm going to go ahead and throw it out again. We do our website. It's shown right now on the stream. It's adoptahunter.org. If you guys have any like general questions or other stuff like that, you can go to that website. It'll direct you to our actual Discord, and then you can come and actually ask any questions in general. We actually have, like, you can talk to regular people there. You can actually ask us in server questions and just get everything. Any questions you may have, we'll sort them out for you. We have a lot of people that are willing to help out. And we are partnered with Discord now, so it is Discord Discord.gg slash adoptahunter, and I believe I didn't actually set it up yet, but I'm actually gonna be doing a Discord icon as well on my stream for the next few. That way, all you gotta do is click on the Discord logo, and it'll take you straight to our channel. But I haven't quite set that up yet.
I did not know that, Snoger.
I'm gonna have to test that because I don't know if that's true, because I've won multiple times on one side.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, I've definitely won at the same spot multiple times.
How could you?
Unless
wait,
you mean like it just picks a random side that's the winner every time.
I hope you mean
That
try
would make
ultimate
sense.
because we can't test it anymore in normal try.
Really quick
The
though, I
server
want to go
got
ahead and throw a shout out
taken
to Chunky the Clown, the Zenogre, that dude Henry, Toxic Gecko, Black Ice, and Antique Robin. Thank you guys all for throwing a sub up there. It'll help every single time we do this stream, and it just helps out too. But thank you guys.
Maybe we should get a link to the subreddit in the chat there.
Oh, Phage is already on it.
Oh, Paige is already there. All right.
Damn.
He is on point.
And I think a lot of us are mods over there as well. So if you guys have any questions, post it. I know I'm there pretty actively. Just do us a favor. Don't post your actual your PSN, Xbox Live, or whatnot on there. We're trying to not do like that. Not do like where you guys find your own novices and stuff like that. I don't think still. I think we're still trying to match you. That way you guys have a correct time zone and all that stuff too. Correct?
If you do end up finding your own person, just please do let us know. Yeah, let us know so that we
head over to the
can.
assignments channel and ping a matchmaker, please. It gets very confusing if people don't do that.
Yeah, because what'll end up
saying for the
happening.
people who go over there and I know we had one person the other day who posted and he was basically like, "Hey, I'm a veteran. If anyone needs help, let me know." That's totally okay. Just make sure you don't put your own information on there on that post. Have them direct message it to you. We don't want you guys
Yeah.
getting spammed by people. That's why I say that. I didn't mean that in.
Yeah, that's fair.
I meant it in a way to protect you guys, not any other way. You guys are totally good to find your own matches. We just don't want you guys getting harassed by people.
Yeah. As a quick aside to all you guys, if you aren't already a moderator on the subreddit, just go ahead and DM me your Reddit username, and I'll go ahead and add you as a moderator.
I'm gonna DM you 7 different usernames. Just kidding. You already got me like the first day or two it was open. I was there.
Yep.
Okay. So I think we have like 5 or 6 actual people in the chat right now. So what do you guys want to see more from us as a community? What do you guys hope to achieve from joining our community? Yes, Zenogre, Reddit accounts are free as well.
Very important to know.
I just want to say nobody rivals Tyr, I don't even know how to pronounce it. When it comes to responding speed, nobody.
Oh my god, no. Tyr is like on it.
I beat him yesterday once. That's all the questions he just was in front of me.
I swear that I can type at like 180 words per minute or something because he finished out a paragraph before I could answer somebody in a couple sentences one time.
I know, like I'll
He's
go
a
around.
monster.
And I'm like, I'm gonna go and moderate. I'm gonna go moderate some of the general chat. And I'm gonna go and help some people out. And I see someone asking for help. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll reply. Tyr's already like posted like 3 messages. I'm like, I'll go somewhere else. Have fun.
Yeah.
You see, this is why I stick to my weapon channels because Tyr can't beat me to it.
See, yeah, like a lot of the weapons I use,
Gunland.
Tyr doesn't use, so like I'm good there. I'm like, cool.
I just keep trying to challenge him in assignments, but he's just too fast.
I'll go over there. I'm like, I'll do some assignments today. They're all done. Never mind.
Yeah, but that's usually me. I've just been. I can't play the game, so what else do? I just matchmake. It's just all I do these days.
Okay, alright, so now that you guys have gotten time to actually play the game a little bit, what's your favorite monster so far? This is for the mods as well as the actual people in the chat. And I'm talking specifically about Monster Hunter World. In Monster Hunter World, what's your favorite?
I wanted to say Nargacuga.
Believe me, I knew some of your answers prior. But just in Monster Hunter World, and for Soul, since you haven't played it yet, from what you have seen, what's your favorite monster?
Jeez.
We'll go down the list. So, Robin, if you want to go ahead and message it in the Discord, I'll tell them what your favorite is, then I'll say mine, and then we'll go down a little bit further.
I see Ichibear signed up as a novice. Maybe I can go down in the sheets and quickly see if I can find him. Oh, there he is.
Well, while Robin types his, I'm gonna go ahead and say mine. Mine is probably Kuliaku. It's so freaking adorable. And I feel like a horrible human being every single time I beat it up when it's carrying its rock.
Just beat that
because like I don't know if you guys noticed, but if you hit him with his rock and like he stumbles or like that, and like he catches it, he'll stop and like look at it to make sure it's okay before attacking you. He cares so much about that rock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it makes you feel so much worse.
Ship it.
Now I feel bad.
You're right. The other day, like I walked up and I was like, whenever we got the bounty to kill him 3 times this week, I was like, walk over and he's just sitting there drinking water, and I was like, now I feel bad. Hit.
I haven't fought any of the Elder Dragons yet, so that kind of limits my options. But in terms of favorite fight, I feel like it's a toss-up between Tobi Kadachi and Otagron, just because I really enjoy the kind of fast-paced, almost Zenogre Nargacuga hybrid kind of fight styles that they bring. I really enjoy that kind of stuff, so I wish, they would bring those monsters back, because I would love to see them in HD. But so far, I think those are definitely 2 of the fights that I really enjoyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I definitely enjoy the Adogorone and the oh god, I'm blanking now on the other one's name, the electric one, Tobikachi. There we go.
Joby Gadachi, yeah.
Yeah, I love his design too. Like by far,
Yeah.
he's so cool. Okay, Robin said that his favorite is Adogorone. Spread gunning Adogorone in the mouth is therapeutic, and he just straight slaps his mouth so he can never hit him. And he said it reminds him of Sword and Shield versus the Magala family. The poor doggo dances for his life. Okay, we'll go to Ruki next.
Well, my favorite fight probably has to be Nergigante. It's just a nice balance of speed and power that he's got going on that I just find so much fun to fight. But for my favorite monster, I think I gotta go for Zetsuyaku. Zetsu is a real bro. I can't even count the amount of times that I have fought Legiana, and as it's flying up in the sky, Zetsu just comes by and flashes him and just drops him on the ground and then just runs away. And I'm just like, hey, thanks, Zetsu. And he just looks back and he's like, no problem, bro. And then I proceed to kill Legiana. I love that monster.
I've seen one thing with Zetsu that made me laugh super hard. It was so he came over. We were fighting a Dogorone in the Coral Highlands. And he walks up and he tries to flash him. He starts doing the flash thing, and Dogorone just kind of looks at him like, "Are you kidding me?" And like does like his back, like his like flip over tail slam down on him, and like breaks his face. And I was like, "Oh, poor Zetsu."
Oh, poor Zetsu.
Got what he deserved.
I was like, man, you messed up this time.
I hate Jitsuro, so I hate Zitzi just as a concept.
Well, Jitsuro's just a derpy little rubber chicken. Zetsu is actually great. Zetsu's a bro. He's not a derpy rubber chicken.
It can literally just go jump off a cliff. I don't want anything
How
to
dare
do
you?
with I don't want anything to do with anything that has a flash built in.
How dare you?
Okay,
Go
so
Getting so heated.
what is your favorite one that you've seen so far?
Well, as has been aptly said before, Toby is a Narga as an ogre hybrid, so it's probably Toby from what I've seen.
Okay.
And otherwise, I don't know. I've always had a love-hate relationship with Kushala. Just I hate the wind, but I like its design. So I just keep wanting to fight it because the armor is also quite cool. But I hate it. I just hate it.
He's so much easier in this game. Just flash pod the ground
Okay.
and he just drops.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
that's just the Tillis all this time. Just flash and have it drop.
It makes the fight just a joke.
I know, but that's not how I want to fight it. I don't want to deal with the wind.
I will say with the Kushala fight, the funniest thing that I've had happen with that so far, my buddy DJ I play with, it was right after we got the Rocksteady mantle for like the first time. Which, by the way, if you guys don't know, after you beat Kieran and you hit HR 50, you have to fight 3 unique tempered Elder Dragons. So tempered Kieran, tempered Valhazak, or tempered Kushala. Any 3 different tempereds, then you'll unlock the quest, which is a tempered Valhazak and a tempered Adogorone. That gets you the mantle. But so back to the story. We're sitting there and we're fighting Kushaladora, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I have the Rocksteady mantle. I'll put this on, and his wind won't bother me at all." And he's just standing there attacking him, and Kushala flies up in the air in a tornado, and my buddy's just standing there, and like 2 seconds later, he just dies. And he was like, "What just happened?" And I was like, "You still take damage." And he was like, "Oh."
That reminds me of just a beautiful moment me and my buddy had when we were fighting Kushala the other day. It was all him. I really didn't do anything. But you know in Elder's Recess how there's that one area with the giant crystals that you can drop on top of a monster?
Yeah, that's right in the middle.
Yeah, well, Kushala Daora had just started limping away, and my buddy was playing Switch Axe for... I think it might have been his first time on Switch Axe, actually, since World. But he had his Awakened File and jumped onto Kushala Daora's face and started doing the unloading burst, like the multiple hits. Yeah, zero sum discharge, and then Kushala Daora flew up to one of the crystals, and the final explosion from the switch axe broke the crystal and dropped it on Kushala for the killing blow.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Oh, it was
That's
glorious.
poetic.
Thanks for the follow, by the way, Lean Pockets. Ty, what's your favorite one?
I don't actually know. I'm hesitating between two right now.
Just saying both then. That's fine.
Ooh, yeah.
Just for the monster design and the sheer cuteness factor, it has to be Powdermoo.
Wait, who?
The one Powdermoo for the fluffy boy.
Oh,
boy.
Paolumu. Yeah.
Paolumu?
Powdermoo.
He's cute, but I hate his face.
Yeah, just his face. No, I
First time I showed like the trailer to a friend, with just Paolo just flying through the sky, and oh, that's so cute, and then it pops up and screams, and they're like, ah!
Not so cute.
Nope.
Not so cute.
And for actual fighting, I really like Legiana.
I really enjoy
Legiana.
Legiana too. I wish the Ice Blade
Legiana's
was a little bit
fight
more
feel like-
prominent in this one, but
Yeah. Legiana is a cool ice monster, but mostly it's a cool, agile monster. It moves around a lot. His attack patterns are really nice, I find, because it's not usable. If you can stay under it, you can dodge a lot of its attacks. And it really incites you to be aggressive, to be on the monster, under the monster, and not a few feet away. And that's really cool, I find. I really like it. There is not a lot of monsters, flying monsters, that give you opportunities to be really under them
yeah.
and still hit them without having, like, either dodging you or an attack that hits under them right away. And I really like that. It's nice fighting it.
Yeah, I wish more flying monsters had like the kind of playstyle where they would stay closer to the ground when they were on the air. Like I think that's definitely one of the more annoying parts of like Rathalos Rathian, is that when they are in the air, yeah, when they are in the air, they're very inaccessible.
That triple yes in the chat, that was great. Okay. Also, I just want to point out really quick. Zenogre said that he liked Bagel for always helping him in fights. Bagel always screws me up. Always. Like, I'll be sitting there.
I've just seen the videos of it, and just all the JoJo like endings, like to be continued with just Bagel flying in.
No, I had one. We were fighting Kushala Daora, and we just we put him to sleep because my cat has the Radobon weapon,
The
which is
Radobon?
like the
Yeah.
best. But he was also running that, so he went to sleep, and we're setting all these mega barrel bombs right in his face, and I'm getting ready to do my super elemental discharge. And I just hear the music, and I'm like in the middle of my action, so I can't stop it. I'm like, I'm gonna get hit here. He flies in behind me, not even like on camera, from behind my camera, hits me into the bombs, and then explodes the bombs and goes through it. And I'm just like, because it was tempered, so like it was a tempered quest, and I just didn't have a lot of armor at the time either, and I took so much damage, and I almost died. From this hit from Kushala.
Bagel teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid.
Pretty much.
Basil always just comes in, he's like, hey, I heard you guys were having fun without me. Let's change that. Every time he does just as much harm to me as he does to the other monster.
So, fun fact, out of all of the Bagel fights I've done, I've only killed one of them. Every other one was a capture, and I've done like 30 to 40 Bagel hunts. Just because it's so much easier just to capture him. I don't want to deal with it.
Yep.
It really is.
Just end it now.
Pretty much.
Also, with Zenoga saying, I heard about a guy who killed Kushala by grappling a roadblock, swinging up in level 3, smacked it while it was sleeping. That always, just when I see moves like that, it makes me want to be able to do an aerial charge blade, super amplified elemental discharge. Just from the air, smack it down on the head and kill it. With
That'd
LS.
be really cool.
Yeah.
What is this, Generations?
Yes! I
Okay.
showed Valvalk today to a friend, and they were like, what game even is this? Is this even Monster Hunter still? Yeah, it still is Monster Hunter.
Okay, so I got another one then. What is your least favorite monster to fight?
Ooh.
Probably great.
Excluding Tempered Kieran, because we all know that fight just sucks.
I don't know about that fight still, but from what I've done, it's a great Jaggers because it's boring. It's a boring fight.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, like I'm at the point now where if I go back and I fight him, it's normally like a combo or two, and he's dead, and I'm like, why?
But just, I only played the beta at a friend's house, and it was just like Anjanav or Great Jaggers, or what was the other one? The other beta question, I don't know. Nergi Kante was the last beta. But we did the Great Jaggers quest, but it was just, I was just trying out weapon combos on it. It wasn't a threat, but just every move was so telegraphed, it wasn't even funny.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense in terms of like it's an introductory monster.
I know,
but I could
Great
see
Jaggy
how
felt more of a threat. Great Jaggy and Great Macau. That was a fight.
I think in terms of any of the introductory monsters, Great Macau is probably my favorite. But
it's one of the best 4 introductions. Like,
I agree. Yeah. I think it should be the introduction monster.
Yep. Yeah. Either that or Great Jaggy if you wanted to keep it like a bit cooler.
I'm gonna have to agree with Zenoker, by the way, for me. The Valhazak, at least Tempered. The normal fight's easy, but Tempered, if you don't have like full miasma resistance, it sucks. Because he'll get you to half health with like a tail swipe or anything, and then a hit, you dead. Because a hit prior, you were dead.
Yeah.
That or Toaster, if he uses his like, tempered version of him, where he does like the mortar strike, and like there's no indication except under your feet that he's gonna explode under you. Oh, cool! I died. I've had him triple KO a party. It was me and 3 of my friends, and we're all doing the hunt, and like I'm right up on him because I'm charge blade, and they went a little bit further back because one was sharpening, the other one was healing, and the other one was a ranged person. And he used the mortar strike and got all 3 of them, and I just saw quest ended, and I was like, "What just happened?"
I mean, is it really an Elder Dragon if it can't triple card a party?
True.
Yeah.
I think in terms of my least favorite monster, this may be somewhat controversial, but Zora Magdaros is just not.
It's super boring.
It's just so boring. Like, I think Video Game Donkey put it the best when he was like, here's this super awesome game where you're fighting lizards and dragons and T-Rexes, and the final boss is you hit a rock. For 15 minutes, you hit a rock. For 15 minutes, you get to hit a rock. That's your final boss. And it's just, I understand that, like, previous Monster Hunter games have always had this, like, here's a giant monster, and it's like, it's supposed to be like this huge... Yeah, it's supposed to be like this huge impressive fight, but
because there's just no interaction. There's no interaction with the monster. It's there, it does damage to you, you do damage to it, sort of, and nothing else happens.
Yeah, I like Jen Moran and Dara and Moran were alright, I guess. I haven't experienced like the second generation and the first generation's big monsters. I heard the first generation, I believe it was I forget who it was now.
Lao Shan, people overhype.
I've heard.
It was just as boring as
Zora.
I will say though, the actual final boss, I'm not gonna say any spoilers, it was a really fun fight. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, see that's always fun. Like the fact that they always have like the 2 final bosses, like one is like the initial one that you fight, and then the second one is like
one's the low rank final boss and one's the high rank. Yeah. That's how it always goes.
Yeah. I never have liked the big monsters on like the ships or anything like that. I just never have really liked it that much.
I just recently found this out like a couple days ago, and I posted it in like our mod chat because I was so like entertained by it. In the Zora Magdaros fight, when you're on the bridge and like I found out too, whenever he puts his hand there or his head like leans down slightly, you can leap off of the bridge and mount his head.
Yeah.
And go up there and just use your normal attacks. And that was super fun, just doing discharges constantly because it did so much more damage. But cool things. Didn't find that out until like the 7th time I did it. Also, if you guys haven't done the Zora Magdaros fight, the new event one that's out, I think still currently until tomorrow night, do it. It gives you a new cutscene. Only reason to do it.
I didn't get a new cutscene when I did it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's weird. I got a new
I
Oh,
did
one.
you
it with my
failed.
friend.
I think I did get a new cutscene, but I didn't even notice the difference.
But yeah, like
Also,
it's more so just if you're a completionist, do it.
Yeah.
Another thing too is the hunt where it's like 5 different monsters. All of those monsters have a higher chance to be gold crowns or silver crowns. So do that if you're looking for crowns. Great way to do it. Just little tips that I want to throw out there for people.
Yep. Also, Robin's saying Zora's not a monster, he's a mining spot.
Very true. I meant to say that.
Yeah. It's kind of true, though. That's the worst bit.
Although I think I gotta agree with Phage. My least favorite monster has to be Zora Magdaros as well.
Yeah,
What's up, John?
Yeah.
all the big
It's
ones.
just so boring. You hit a rock.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was really nice whenever I needed the resources, though.
Yeah.
It was super
don't
annoying
know.
though. Whenever I fought him the first few times when I was using heavy bowgun, and I had to break those spikes in the middle of him, because man, it took a long time.
Oh God.
It took a long time. I
can
was like,
imagine.
change your weapons.
Yep.
On that note, guys, I gotta head out and get ready for work.
All right, Rookie.
All right.
Thanks
All
for
right.
joining.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Have a good one, guys.
Later.
Sometimes time zones don't make any sense. I'm just sitting here, looking at the dark, having just eaten dinner, and someone says, I gotta get ready for work.
Oh, it's only like 3
Feels
o'clock right now
weird.
for me. It's great.
Yep. 9
Yeah,
o'clock.
it's 3 p.m. here for
I
me.
also want to go ahead and throw this out too. Occasionally you guys will get a notification about the stream going live. It's not always the community podcast because this is also my Twitch. We don't have just a general Adopt a Hunter Twitch channel, so it's not going to be going live until I actually get my my graphics, like the actual capture card, because I don't want it to be bad quality. But if you guys get that notification, don't be alarmed if you come in and it's not the Adopt a Hunter podcast. I'll always announce what it is and it'll say it in the actual title. So just giving you guys a heads up because I have had that happen before, so I didn't want anyone to be confused there. All of the actual podcasts though, like the monthly podcast, that'll always happen here though.
Wait.
Sorry, just answering some questions and server questions regarding our guild receptionist bot.
Oh, you're
Yep.
fine. Zenogra said that he has the story too. When he was fighting Toaster once for the story, guy joined, ran up, hit the monster a few times, died, and then left. So all he did was pretty much lose a cart for him, and because of it, he lost.
Oof, that's always rough.
Also scaled
Yeah.
up the multiplayer. Love that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
SOS is just like, it's a gamble sometimes.
That's always with multiplayer. Okay, guys, everyone ready to go? We've waited 10 minutes for this guy to finish up his armor set. Get in the mission, and everyone disconnects. And then
I
I
have
finish
had
it out of
I-
spite.
Also, I want to say this too. There will, because I saw a post about this on Reddit. Every now and then, if you join a mission late, if people are being not so friendly at the end of the hunt because you joined in late and you're getting carves, but you didn't actually do anything, and they're trolling you, that is not everyone. I saw a post about it. Not everyone does that. Those are just horrible people, and the only
Yep.
reason they're doing it is because they feel upset that you joined late. But that's, I mean, they threw up the SOS. They never took it down. That was on them, not on you. So don't take that as the community. I just want to say that really quick.
Yep. It's always fun.
Okay, I'm trying to think next. What?
Favorite weapon?
Yeah. Did any of your favorite weapons change?
That's an interesting question.
Oh,
Soul,
I'm still on.
I know. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just thinking of what I would pick. So it's Gunlance, which is kind of new because I haven't used it a lot in previous games. But in this game, you just have so many more options because of front hop. I love that hop.
Yeah.
I want to pick up Charge Blade because I've been practicing it in 4 Ultimate, and after getting to know the combos, it's still just ridiculously powerful weapon. So I guess nothing has changed.
Okay. Also, really quick too, I want to go ahead and throw this out too. Robin said his least favorite
Going
boss
high.
is actually the final boss, and it's because he feels like it was way too far too easy monster that just sponges up too much damage. and he says it's a time waster chasing their hands. So, yeah.
Also, we skipped by.
Despite his love for Dora the Explorer, sometimes he always pushes it and locks him into a corner.
Oh, Ty, did you want to tell us your least favorite monster?
Yes, because I think I'll get 8 for this. I actually dislike Odogaron fight.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
can see
Does he
that.
move around a lot?
I could see that.
No, I'm mostly using Sword and Shield, so mobility isn't really an issue. I just hate the far too small hitboxes. I've been fighting Clifford multiple times lately, and without even dodging, I'm getting touched by attacks, and I don't take damage. Like, I'm getting touched by his tail, by his claws, and I don't take damage, I'm just pushed around. Not even staggered, nothing. His hitboxes are really, really too small, and I really wanted to have a fight where I would fear for my life, because it was a mobile monster, it would run around, it would hit hard and fast, and the hitboxes just make it, I don't know, it's not enjoyable. I still enjoy the monster, but just not the fight.
Okay,
And
that's
about
fair.
it.
As for weapons, by the way, my weapon did change. Primarily, I was Gunlance in all of the other games. And this one, I picked up Heavy Bowgun, and then I dropped it whenever slicing ammo became way too prevalent that was the main thing you wanted to use because it was all that was really worth it. So dropped it then, and I picked up Charge Blade because my friends are upset about me tripping them with slicing ammo too. So picked it up because I had like Crip Wolf and a couple of people here at KJ wanted me to play it because they were like, well, it's great. So I learned all the mechanics of it and picked it up, and I think I have about 300 hunts in with it now. So really enjoy that. And then I repicked up Heavy Bowgun after the nerf actually happened and the buff for other stuff happened, where it was a lot more viable to do piercing shots and all the other stuff. And then I picked up Bow, and now I'm on Insect Glaive and Lance. So
Wait,
good stuff.
that's a lot.
What?
That's quite a few weapon types.
Yeah.
Heavy Bowgun,
Favorite one right
Insect
now is
Glaive,
probably Charge
Bow,
Blade.
Lance.
I always I want to like Charge Blade, and I don't get me wrong, I love Charge Blade. I used it pretty much exclusively through 4 Ultimate until I got to G rank. I did not use another weapon except for Charge Blade, but it just feels too strong now. Like I just feel like I'm cheating when I play Charge Blade. It just feels like I'm cheating, and it just it feels wrong, but I like it. But it just feels wrong, and I don't know.
It was one of my favorite things. Yeah.
See,
Yeah,
I
as
really
far
feel like I'm
as-
cheating whenever I do the Diablos one with like the full raw damage. 'Cause
Yeah.
When I
Nope.
eat berry, like when I eat all of like the buffs, I end up hitting 1200 raw, and
Jesus.
that's a little unnecessary on a Charge Blade.
No,
Yeah.
nothing is unnecessary when it comes to explosions and damage.
Well, 6 vials exploding for 120 damage each, not counting the 400 damage you hit whenever it slams down. That's a little absurd.
Yeah. No, it's fine, it's fine.
It's just a little bit absurd.
The thing I loved about the handheld games was just the custom messages, especially in Gen 1 using the hunting arts. Just when I saw a Charge Blade user, it's Striker style, I believe, and all of his hunter arts were, is this easy mode? And he just kept wrecking this poor, I think it was a Mitsune, and just kept slamming it into the ground. It's just so sad.
Oh man. As far as my favorite weapons and whether or not they've changed, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of, I have like a very wide weapon pool that I tend to gravitate towards. I think it would be easier to say that there aren't any weapons. I haven't really tried them out, but there aren't any weapons that like I didn't like in past games that I now like. So like I don't really play many impact type weapons. Like, I don't play hunting horn or hammer, and I don't play greatsword or light bowgun. I haven't really given them quite as much of a chance this time around, which I'm planning on at some point, maybe on a new character on my second run through the game, I will try to discipline myself to stick to exclusively those weapons. But I think just like it hasn't really changed that much for me, my weapon preferences. But I do appreciate the changes that they've made. Like Gunlance feels a lot more satisfying. Sword and Shield feels very, very quick and nimble and very flexible. Longsword finally got its big like hitting move that I feel like it's always been missing. A lot of different changes to a lot of different weapons. Lance feels so much more mobile now.
That's why I picked it
Front
up. I
hubs.
really enjoy it in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Everything about Lance and gun lengths in my eyes got fixed when they added the front hub. It's just so good.
Not even
Yeah.
that. The where you do like the triangle and a direction of dodge. Triangle. I don't remember the button that, but you can dodge
Guard
with your
advance,
shield.
yeah.
Where you can like you can move in a direction with your shield out with the lance. Like that's so good. But
Who needs evasion when you can just check guard and have it do the same thing?
See what Robin has to say. Robin says, I haven't actually touched many of my main weapons in World aside from Bogan and Charge Blade. Charge Blade definitely contends for my favorite, although Rapid Spread LBG or Pierce HPG are more fun on some monsters. I haven't even touched my one true love, the Greatsword in World.
I tried the greatsword, and I'm so bad. at
Greatsword,
positioning.
it's just not my style. It takes too much patience.
It's so fun, but like I'll always position myself wrong. Like trying to because I can anticipate most monsters' movements, but like I'll anticipate their movements, and then I'm almost always playing with friends. So like I'm there ready, and I'm about to do my true slam and like do the thing, and then it moves to attack one of them, and I'm like,
Yep.
and I missed.
One of my favorite type of Monster Hunter videos on the internet are the Gotcha Bitch compilations.
Oh,
I love those.
Burma.
Yeah, just any of them. Like even people just emulating. It's just great to just see someone hit with the backswing. It's just great. They're all rank with a great sword. Damn, Sonobi.
Okay, all right. So
Good boy.
this is a kind of random one, and some of you guys may or may not have done this. What is your favorite pet that you have caught for your house?
That's a tough one. I gotta say, it's probably gonna have to be Downey Creek.
Okay. Also, Robin, did you know there is a rare omen fly with like rainbow wings you can find? I don't remember where I found it, but I found one. I could send you a screenshot of it. It's really cool. But for me, honestly, I'm basic. I love the pilot hair, the red one. I think that's a pilot hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it might be. Oh no, Shepherd hair is the normal one. Yeah, pilot hair is the.
Yeah, I love that one, and then I also love like the little like wiggly things that come out the ground.
Oh, the wigglers.
Speaking of which, if you guys haven't seen it yet, Guy Jim posted something on his Twitter. There is going to be a event quest coming up, like I think this following week with it, where what you basically have to do is you got to go and you have to catch like 10 or 12 of them with your net for the quest, and it gives you a hat that's a wiggly thing.
Ooh.
Like the old
That's
like
nice.
masks for the
Wiggly
thing,
Lich.
yeah.
Wow.
If you
That's
if you ever want to
interesting.
catch the wigglers, throw on a ghillie mantle. You can walk right next to them.
I've also heard that like you don't necessarily need the ghillie mantle as long as you stay crouched, because I think it describes in its flavor text that it's intimidated by things that aren't on its eye level. I don't know how accurate that is, but
I've noticed that
That's-
like if you get
that's
if you still get close to them though, they will still dick away.
yeah, that's probably true. You probably can get into range of capturing them if you're crouched, though.
Probably. I mean, yeah, you definitely can. Like that's how I capture a few of the blue ones, but definitely. Also the crates.
Yeah, like
finding that like the cotton one, like the really small one. That took
Yeah.
me 2 hours.
see, that was my first rare pet, and I didn't even know it was a rare pet. I just found it once in Wildspire Wastelands, and I was like, I've never seen these things before. And then they started running away, and I was like, I'm getting my net.
Yeah, I was really
Wow.
upset because like there was one time like I went and it was in the ancient forest, and I didn't see, like I checked on all their backs and I didn't see one, and I was like, all right, well I'll go to Wildspire Waste, and I start teleporting, and as soon as it like does that cutscene where like you throw up your grapple hook and you fly away, it showed one of them
Saw it
walking
fly
behind
by.
you with them on their back, and I'm like, and it took like a solid like hour after that to find one. I was like, dang it.
Oh man.
Oh, that's sad.
For Palicos, I still actually need to go get the Molotov Palico, by the way. Itchy. It's the last one I have, and I haven't done it yet.
Meowth.
Yeah,
Giant Vigor Wasp, best
it's the only one. All of my other ones, except for the Coral Highlands one, like the Coral, whatever the instrument is, that's the only one that's not level 10 right now as well.
I think that's probably my favorite one is the Choral Orchestra.
I was just going through the list.
The
leveling
number
them
of
all up.
buffs. Yeah, but like the number of buffs is just so useful. You can basically like negate Odegron's bleed sometimes if they get the
See,
right buff off.
I just love the Vigor Wasp. I'm gonna have to go with Domo on that one. Vigor Wasp is the best one for me. Oh, have any of you guys caught the Marlin in Wildspire Way or that Ancient Forest?
The what
It's a
now?
swordfish. If you go all the way to if you go to the water in, I think, Area 4 by the ocean, if you look at the ocean, every now and then there's going to be a huge swordfish, and you can catch it, and then you can put it in your house in the pond.
I didn't know that.
All these things I need to remember.
Also, in Coral Highlands, you know those, like, giant flying, like, bugs in the sky?
Yeah. You can
catch
catch
'em.
those.
Yep.
Yeah. I think I caught it when I went to the I forget what they call them. The Mealinx's camp. What do they call them in this game? It's not Mealinx's. It's like the wild cats. I forget what they call them.
Feline?
It's the wild felines.
Yeah.
Criminal kinds.
Yeah. Well, are they Grimmelkind? Yeah, they are Grimmelkind in this game. I don't know why they changed it from Mealinx to Grimmelkind, but I guess.
Oh, Mealinx and Feline were not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Mealinx were just like a type of feline, so
Also,
they're
Yeah.
not
really
necessarily wild.
Zadogre, you can catch them by whenever you're near them and they're flying above you, just take out your net and throw it up in the air. It looks hilarious when you catch them though, because they don't fit in your net, so your net just falls with them, and then you get them.
I think an easy. Sometimes they're too high up in the air. That's why I caught mine at the Grimmelkind camp in Coral Highlands because
That's
it's a
another
relatively
pretty good
low
one, yeah.
ceiling. Yeah, it's a relatively low ceiling, and they'll just like fly by, and you get like a little window to catch it. Another area that you might be able to catch it is near the top of Coral Highlands, generally where like Yana first spawns, where you first fight him. Where it's kind of like there's a spiral ramp and then an area in the middle. Sometimes they'll be they'll be in the sky there, and you can go up the ramp and try to catch them. But yeah, the Grimmelkind camp is where I caught mine because every other place I found they're too high up, and if you try to hit them to knock them out of the sky, they just kind of break and die.
Do
They're
they?
very
I haven't even tried yet. That's hilarious.
Yeah, no, they're very, very delicate. They just break and die. But you can if you're in the last whatchamacallit, the living quarter. No, it's not the living quarters. It's the private quarters, isn't it? Or the private suite or something. Yes, you can put them in your house. That's what I was just about to say. Is that you can actually put them in your house in the last upgradable house upgrade. I don't know how else to word that, but there's a section called Sky, and you can put in things like the giant Vigor Wasp or that huge dragonfly thing.
I got my auger fly and my giant Vigor Wasp up there. But you know, that's just me. Also, for people who don't
Get all
know,
the
if you sit on your bed in the final upgrade of the house, whatever you have on the ground will come up to you. Actually, if you sit anywhere on any of the seats in your final upgrade of your house, all of the things that are near it will come to you.
Aww.
It's
You'll
cute.
be like Moses, but better.
See, like for me, I have my inside of my house. It's all like all of the pilot hairs. They're all the big red ones, and then I have one bat like in the middle of the entryway. But so like whenever I sit down, they all come to me. And I'm like, I am the king of the pilot hairs.
Come to me, my children. Get around.
I
For a
also
story.
found in I believe it was coral. No, it may have been I think it was actually the Rotten Veil. You know, like the geckos. I found a gecko that
Yeah, you
is
can
like
kind.
luminescent.
Oh.
Yes, there is a few. In Rotten Veil, apparently, there is one classic and one rare shiny gecko.
Yeah, I've seen the gloom geckos, but I haven't seen the glowing ones.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
cool. You know, like every time I'm running around with someone, like if we're out on a mission and I see a pet I don't have, I'm just like, hold on. They're like, but we're chasing it. Hold on.
This is more important.
It's so much more important.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can sign up for a quest for a monster at any time, but the pets, they disappear. I mean,
Yep.
monsters are forever, pets are now.
Exactly. Exactly.
Gotta think long term, man. Long
Avid,
term
if you do
investments.
end up wanting help with anything or have any questions and you're not sure about like you don't want spoilers, you can go and ask in general like
Spoiler free.
for a specific thing, and people will be willing to help you.
Spoiler free has been my friend.
Spoiler free is a great place too, except
Yeah,
if you're asking for a spoiler, you can't really go to spoiler free.
Yeah. Thing is, spoiler free actually doesn't hold any value for me anymore because pretty much spoiled everything about World to myself. Like even
I mean,
the
it's
final
hard.
boss.
It's hard not being able to do that.
Yeah. So much world content comes in my YouTube feed, and I just see the final boss and like, okay, might as well just click it.
Okay. Anything else you guys wanted to ask or post out there?
Not particularly, and I may have to leave soon, so.
I figure we'll do it for about 15 more minutes. It's starting to die down a little bit more, and
Yep.
this is roughly how long I really wanted it. I only really wanted it to be about an hour and a half because we didn't really have a lot of information to go over, but I wanted to go over some of the event stuff.
Yep.
Biggest
Also
thing-
about the sorry. You go ahead.
No, you're good. Good.
The Horizon Pellicle armor, it will be available again in the future. Capcom hasn't said when, but they will re-release those events.
Oh, for the Palico armor, didn't know about
Yeah.
that. I know the actual Horizon armor. They said that's going to be on the 26th or 28th. I don't remember which one. When that
28th,
releases,
I believe.
what?
The 28th, I believe.
Yeah, and then they're also releasing apparently the Ryu set either this week or the following week to everyone, not just people with save data. So definitely gonna be worth it. If you don't have a gold crown Baroth, you can go fight him there. He is a 3,000 size Baroth, which is ridiculous because
Whoa,
It's great.
he's bigger. Like when I first got him, I looked at the size and I was like, seems a little bit ridiculous. And then I went and looked at the actual sizes of like Kushaladora and like Nergigante, and he was like significantly larger.
Oh my god, I want the kaiju fight between Baroth and Zora Magdaros. I bet Baroth will win.
Alright, well, I'm probably gonna head out. I will be going to the gym, so I will see everyone later. Thank you for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. Joni's gonna be going over some more stuff about the events in a bit, but I will be hopping off.
Yep. I'll probably do the same. Got matchmaking to do.
Alrighty.
Shit. Stuff.
So
Such
I'm
a
gonna go ahead really
responsible
quick.
mob.
What?
Nope, I'm not. Compared to some of our mods,
Alright, so really quick, basically what's going to be happening is, once again, we're going to be having some upcoming events. Some of the upcoming events, we already told you a couple of times, but we're going to have, like, Slinger Ball, which is going to be basically tag with either Slinger Rocks or stuff like, like not torch pods, but the other stuff that like that can maybe color you. And it's going to be 2 people playing tag with a referee. We're going to have arm wrestling. We're going to be doing more Fashion Hunter contests since our community events are now actually able to be seen by everybody. Maybe some time attack arenas. We're also going to be doing some real life stuff such as art contests, such as writing contests, other stuff like that. And they don't even have to be related to Monster Hunter necessarily for some of them.
Really?
Those are the ideas we have going on, and we're always taking ideas from you guys. So if you guys have any ideas, like I said before, you can either message me, Phage, or just at us in the at just me or Phage in the general chat, because we're the ones that are really trying to focus on the events. If you let another mod know about it and he's okay with relaying it to us, that's fine too. Just find a way to let us know. I don't mind direct messages. I know he doesn't either. We're almost always on Discord, and I'm on the Reddit too, so you can post it there if you like that too. But those are some of the ideas we have so far. But yeah,
I just hope lots of people will join the events. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, like really, we do have a lot of ideas, and I'm hoping that now that the community events channel is actually able to be seen by everybody, it'll be great. What do you mean, Ty? Sorry, he said something about doing another like actual. Oh, you mean like an actual gameplay mod? Yeah, I want to do that. And I'll go ahead and say that now too. What I plan on doing is once I actually get my capture card and I'm able to do a better quality stream, I'm actually gonna get a couple of the other mods together, and we're gonna do actual mod gameplay streams, which is just gonna be us gaming out together. You guys can come talk to us, do all that kind of stuff together, and if we have spots, you guys can fill them. We're gonna be doing stuff like that as well, but that's kind of a to be determined when it's gonna happen, because like I said, right now I do have to get the money for the capture card, but as soon as I get it and I get it sorted out, that's gonna be what's going to be going on. If it is a Adopt a Hunter stream, it'll have one, I'll say it in the actual title, and I'll have our little watermark logo somewhere in the stream too. So that'll definitely be there. Don't double cart on me, Robin.
Wait,
I
what?
come in on the cart. That's my cart.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's basically the ideas for that. But that's something that's going to be determined a little bit later. I'm always up for it, and if other people want to host streams like that for it, I'm totally up to do that as well. I think that'd be a great thing to do. We can do that. Like, we're definitely going to do one actual podcast, which is going to be no gameplay, just static talking. That's going to happen at least once a month. And then we can do actual like gameplay more so. But the actual podcast, it's never going to have a set date. That's mainly because we're trying to open it up to a little bit of wiggle room whenever we have events or other stuff going on. That way we have stuff to talk to you guys about.
To actually have some mods to be able to talk.
I mean, like this one was about a week's notice, and we had about 6 or 7 people that were able to pop in, so it was pretty good. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Oh. So.
Definitely a little bit less than the initial wave that we got the first time, but that was a long like 5-hour stream. We had 70 people. It was ridiculous. Other than that, do you guys have any ending questions for us in the chat? Yeah, we're trying to only like tag people about it in announcements the day of. That way people don't get overwhelmed, and people get really upset whenever we ping everybody. Yep. So we can only do at here.
At here, and just have Wolf at everyone every 2 days, maybe at a max.
T-shirts there is a thing in the announcements for it. If you go over there and we actually have a post about it where you have to give a thumbs up if you would be able to actually put money towards the t-shirt.
Hit that like button.
But if you and then there's a bunch of different options, but just go check that out in announcements. Basically put your input. Really right now we got to make sure that we have enough people to fund the shirts. We can't actually legally sell them, so the way we have to do that is basically we have
donate.
Yeah, you guys are essentially going to donate. We're going to do like a funding drive, and then people who donate, they get a donation reward or a giveaway. And So that's kind of a way that we're able to do it. Right now it's just
Also,
t-shirts. We're gonna be doing hopefully, possibly,
Hoodies.
trademark, maybe sweatshirts later, but that's nothing yet.
Yep.
The and the t-shirts thing, the donation way, that was we were told by Capcom we're allowed to do that. That's why we're doing that.
Hey, you want to adopt the Hunter mug? Yeah, that'd be great too. Who knows?
I don't
Maybe
drink enough
someday.
coffee.
Also, the designs for the t-shirts are not there yet.
No,
Yeah,
they're
the resident artist is working on them.
and we have a really good artist. From what I've heard, he does a lot of good work. So once the designs are completely there, you guys, and we have a couple people that they're not putting their input on whether or not they're able to do for a shirt until the designs are done, and that's totally okay. The design will be done before the shirts are made, so you guys don't have to be like, yeah, I want a shirt. Oh, I don't like that design.
just
That,
a
that,
pink
don't have to worry
blob.
about that.
It's just Poke, but it's like 50 of them.
Yeah, it's not that. No, from what
That
I've heard,
would
it's
be
gonna
awesome.
be a Rathalos and a Rathian and an Urigante. Those are the only things that I've heard that are gonna be on there. But that's all kind of still. It still hasn't completely been worked out yet. So nothing is set in stone on that yet.
Honestly, the shirt Wolf shared on his Twitter, like at PAX East, with just the black shirt and the logo, I'd buy that too.
I would too.
That'd be
I like
fine, too.
simplicity though.
Yeah. Just the logo. The logo needs to be somewhere.
But other than that, we got about 5 more minutes before I'm gonna close the stream up. So if there's anything else you guys want to say, or if there's anything else you guys want to say in the chat, just let me know.
I see more people liking the post about the t-shirts. That's a good thing. You buy that for $1? You haven't included shipping yet, I see. Don't forget about shipping.
Yeah, the biggest it's the shirts are gonna be about $15 just because that'll cover shipping and the actual manufacturer price on it. So
Keep in mind that the American price for us European people and
that's
the
because we are
Asian
for
people
some
is way
people we are
more.
gonna have to ship internationally, and that's gonna be a little bit harder.
Yep. Tell me the secret to life on stream, asks Robin. Or the secret to life is just to hunt more. That's easy.
Continually hunt, get higher rank, never stop.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
Never stop. Hunter rank 999, breakthrough at 1,000. See if it's possible to do this game. That was great. Just imagine, like, the actual upper limit of 999 not existing anymore.
Okay. But yeah. Oh, you're gonna be on with Wolf on Friday, Toxic? Is that what you said? Or do you mean you're gonna be watching it? Is that I don't know.
I think he means that he's actually the novice that'll be getting the crash course.
Cool. Well, I'll definitely be popping in. I'm gonna be out in Tennessee though, so I'm not gonna be able to stay long. I'll probably pop in and say hey. But I'm going out on vacation this weekend, so.
I think it's like exactly at the moment when I start working, so I'll just watch the VOD.
Nice. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it about 3 minutes early, just because chat's kind of dying out now too.
Yep.
Thank you guys for coming by. Once again, we had a bunch of people over here. A bunch of the other mods weren't able to actually pop in, but they all said hello. So if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to ask us anytime. We're always here to help you guys, and a lot of the community is able to help you as well. So other than that, hope you guys had a great time, and I hope you guys were able to get some information you want to know about, hopefully with the community events. Anything else you guys want to say before I close it down?
We'll say hi to cheer for you as another. I'll
We
make
will.
sure to.
We will.
I'll post it right now in the chat. I mean, that's here. You're getting a hello.
I hear Ty just like breathing. Do you want to say something, Ty?
Hey, yeah, no, maybe. I just want to say thank you for all the people joining the stream, actually being active part of the community.
It definitely helps out.
Either on the Discord or on the stream or everywhere. It makes us feel good seeing people actually being part of the community.
It makes us
And-
jump back into spreadsheet hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, spreadsheets.
It makes us go on in the spreadsheets. Really.
On that
People
note,
being happy.
just to make you guys understand how much spreadsheets have become our life, our actual one of the squads that we do, it actually has a spreadsheet logo as the squad logo.
Yep. Yep.
Oh
I
god.
think the Xbox Mod Squad has it too.
Yep.
So
Wow.
All right, guys.
All right.
Thank you
About
guys for
it.
being here. Hope you guys have a great day, and hope you guys continue to enjoy Monster Hunter.